you tracking there? Why do you keep tracking the bookshelf? There we go. Thank you. Right here. Yeah. Jeez. Well, welcome back to the weekly update. I should probably call it weekly something else this week. If that doesn't make sense, it'll make sense in a second. Freaking ISO, man. All right, we're back. So, I think last week I talked about that it's just hard, that momentum is difficult, and I didn't fix that this week. Momentum turns out still difficult. We did make some progress. Let me do a quick calculation here. Well, okay. Ignore all that. No, it's still not what I'd like it to be, but we're at 7% on first draft. So what that really looks like is I've got chapter 2 probably 80% done. And man, it just feels a lot slower. The progress feels slower, but what I think I can say is that I think this first draft will be a little bit cleaner than the last novel. But the last one I was just kind of rolling with it. So this time I'm putting a little bit more thought into it. So that's, I think that's just making it to where, one, it's more difficult. When I pick up writing, I sit here and I have to, be a little bit more intentional. And two, that means that it's just a little bit more, it involves a little bit more brain power. Whereas when I was doing it in the first novel, I would just kind of sit down and just put words down and just kind of go. So I think there's probably a balance in there somewhere where I can do both of those things, because I do think that just putting down words and letting the story kind of flow is a good way to progress. But I also think that, coming to the end of the first draft and having something that's a little bit more workable than in my first novel, that's going to also provide a lot of value. Pretty short update this week, because that's really all that there is. This next week, I would love to say that I'm going to have more and better momentum, but I'm trying not to set too high expectations for myself right now. That said, I do want to push myself, so I would love to be at 10% next week. What does that look like? Sorry, another quick calculation here. Okay. That's doable. Yeah, we can do that. I'd love to be at 10% next week. Hold me to that. Now, I'm going to move on to chapter 3 probably within that somewhere, and I'm going to start rolling this ball a little bit quicker. So I think that'll probably help kind of my momentum hurt right now. So that's it for this week. Short update. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week. Bye.